Hey there, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again. This is episode number 42, and we are right where we left off, except this time we have our main team with us. Once again, I moved Tom to the front of the party since he is still a little bit low on the XP ladder there, although not by much anymore, so we'll be sort of rotating through our main team at long last in the near future. But first, we're going to face the swimmer and get one step closer to Victory Road. I train at a Pokemon gym too. Don't think you're going to win easily. Alright, bring it on. I imagine these folks will have some water types. Not sure if they'll know any ice type moves, but I hope not. If we had one of those berries that, or a Yache berry, which reduces the power of super effective ice type attacks, I might actually give one to Tom, but we don't, so I will stick with our soft sand. Oh, let's remember the first time we met. Back in Wayward Cave, not that long ago. Let's use Stone Edge. I don't know if Dragon Claw would be enough to defeat it or not. Stone Edge definitely will, though, being super effective and base power 100. So nicely done. Hey, an Ace got a level there. And a Remoraid, alright. So Remoraid, I think Earthquake is the way to go. You can kind of see how Dragon Claw is not coming in super useful. In fact, I think the only time it would be useful is against like other Dragon types. Or maybe, I'm trying to think of another Pokemon that would be useful against. I guess like against like Breloom, if we hear in the post game, or one of the few other Pokemon that resists both Stone Edge and Earthquake, Torterra for example. And our first time we've seen a Mantine. Oh, it held on. Must really like its trainer. And Bullet Seed, okay, didn't expect that. Evenly effective though, since Dragon resists Grass. And obviously Mantine does not get stabbed, so didn't do that much damage. Well, alright. Let's actually use Shadow Claw, because it's our weakest move. We won't use it very much. Save some power points, and it'll definitely do more than 1 HP, or however much Mantine had left. Kind of surprised we haven't seen one of those yet. That's not a super strong Pokemon. Master Wake, no Crasher Wake. I'm so sorry to have failed you. Oh, I was going to say I wonder what gym he trained at, but actually based on his levels, he's probably stronger than Crasher Wake is. Although I assume Crasher Wake is also training off screen. Is there a way to get back? Oh, there is. Look at this. Haha. I assume Crasher Wake is already preparing for his rematch with you after the Pokemon League. Rain Dance, okay. Don't need that. Also, you can trade your shards in along that route west of Pastoria to get Rain Dance, Hail, Sunny Day, and Sandstorm TMs. So it's kind of annoying that the shards are only used for that when you can also just find those TMs in the world. Like, how many of those do you really need? And they're not that great. It would have been better if it was like Flamethrower and Fire Blast. Oh, double battle. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully we're close enough to the male swimmer there. Deep breathing before battle. My dream is to swim in the sea in every region under the sun. Sounds fun. Although I imagine the fun part would be seeing all the different regions, not necessarily swimming there, because I'm sure there are differences between different beaches and different oceans and all, but on the whole, like, water is not as different as land is. But maybe a swimmer feels differently. Alright, Wingull and Marill, interesting pair here. So I don't want to use Earthquake. Alright, once again we're going to do Stone Edge against Wingull, and we're going to use a Bullet Seed against Marill. Play to our strengths. Hopefully we can knock out Marill before it has a chance to use any Fairy type attacks. Eventually, on Tom. Looks like we will. Good job, Ace. And will this Stone Edge hit? Or will Wingull be able to use a flying attack against Ace here? It's kind of like, it's an interesting type dynamic here, where we each have moves that are super effective against each other, or could have moves that are super effective against each other. And Pelipper. The evolved form of Wingull, of course, we've seen plenty of those. And another Wingull. Alright, so Drizzle will make it rain. I'm not too worried about that, though. So I'm going to use a Stone Edge against Pelipper, and Grass attacks are actually even against these two Pokemon. Because Grass is good against water, not good against flying, so even against a Grass and Flying type. Very nice. And once again, we're going to roll the dice here. 4 out of 5 chance of hitting, and another hit. Good job, Tom. Oh, not a knockout, though. Alright. Tailwind. Okay, so Pelipper will be faster this turn. Tailwind increases the speed of all Pokemon on your side of the field for 3 turns, and Golda will also be faster. Interesting, maybe a good strategy with the rain too. Alright, let's use Shadow Claw to finish off Pelipper, and I'm going to use Bullet Seed to attack Golduck, since Golduck has more HP, and will be weak to Bullet Seed. Now Zen Headbutt, that could be a flinch. We'll have to wait a little bit though to see if Tom flinches or not. Okay, can we get at least 3 Bullet Seeds in a row? Oh no, we only got 2! Ah. Alright, Wing Attack, if it uses it against Ace, you'll have to be super effective. Didn't do that much damage though, because Leafeon has a very high defense stat. And we will retaliate with a Shadow Claw, no flinch, very nice. And Quagsire. Okay, Quagsire is 4 times weak to Bullet Seed. So let's switch up our targets real quick. I'm going to use, it's for fun, let's use Dragon Claw. And could use Earthquake actually, but I don't want to affect Ace. So a good time to use Dragon Claw is in single battles, I will give you that. Aqua Tail will do a decent amount in the rain. Ooh, a critical hit! Ah, I was about to say, I didn't expect it to do that much damage, but that crit makes sense. Alright, well, the good news is we'll take out Quagsire. The bad news is Tom has fainted. But I did stock up on some stuff at the Pokemart before this episode. So we have some more Revives and some more Repels. And that should help us here. Bought some Luxury Balls as well. We might use them at some point. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, let's bring out Billy. He's our next lowest level, and Electric is good against Water, so this should be an easy battle to finish off here. Who do you guys think is faster? Place your bets now. I think Ace is faster. Kind of close though. Oh, Ace avoided the Aqua Tail. Good job. That could have done... It wouldn't have done too much damage. Nope, I was wrong. Billy is faster. Alright, very nice. I was thinking Electivire might be faster, but Electabuzz I didn't think so. Although Electabuzz is actually pretty fast too, so... Not sure how its speed compares to its evolved form. Inhale, exhale. Boo, I'm not done with my dream. I'll keep pursuing your dream, but for now, I have other trainers to face. Trainers that are standing between us and the Pokemon League. Okay, let's use a regular Revive. And we have plenty of Moo Moo Milk as well. So let's go ahead and heal up both of our Pokemon just in case we need to use Ace again sometime soon. And I see another swimmer hiding over here. It might not look like it, but I'm traveling now. Where are you traveling to? Or is it traveling like in basketball, like when you're treading water? Is that traveling? I don't know. Not sure what the swimming equivalent would be. Tentacruel. Have we faced a Tentacruel? We probably have, right? I feel like we definitely have. I know I've seen them. Yeah, we have. I know I've seen them in the Grand Underground swimming around. Alright, Tentacruel is poison and water, so Earthquake should do a lot of damage. Now, Tentacruel is pretty defensive, but yeah, not that defensive. Tentacruel was actually briefly popular for a while too, because there were a lot of fairy types, and it's a good type combination actually. Only weak to ground and electric and psychic, but psychic is not very common in competitive battling. Toxapex is also popular for that reason, although Toxapex has a better moveset than Tentacruel in my opinion, so... In the end, Tentacruel kind of waned in popularity. Swimmer Crystal. And a Wingull. I like it better when they have more formidable Pokemon at this stage, more fully evolved ones. Like that double battle was actually pretty fun, but Wingull, there's no challenge, no fun in defeating a Wingull. We've defeated plenty of them. Alright, well I'm going to save Stone Edge here, because I want to see if Dragon Claw can knock it out. It might be able to. Yes it can. And no reason to risk the Stone Edge then. So there's another time when Dragon Claw could be useful, but it's not the best move to use, it's just sort of the safest move to use. Which again is a shame, because I really love Dragon type attacks. I wish I could learn Outrage, because Outrage would be my go-to move for Tom here, because it's actually a higher base power than Earthquake, and that would be a lot of fun, but was not to be. You can learn in Platinum through the move, or I don't know about the move reminder, but through the move tutor, but for whatever reason they didn't do the Battle Frontier and the move tutor in this game. Alright, so at long last, it is time to get rid of Bullet Seed. It has served us very well after all this time, but we are going to learn Leaf Blade, which is a much better move in my opinion. It always does 90 base power, and it has a high chance of critical hits. It's a great move to teach a Leafeon, so that's what we're going to do. One more step towards our final movesets, which will definitely be nice to have going into the Pokemon League. I've had my fill. Alright, I see another trainer over here, and then I think I might see land up ahead. I've decided, if I can beat you, I'm going to the Pokemon League. Well, you're probably going to need to train a little bit more first then. Swimmer Wesley. Let's see what you've got. A Boizel. Only a Boizel, not a Floatzel? Like, you are definitely not ready for the Pokemon League. They would defeat you with one Pokemon. Admiring the view. Okay, we can admire the view in a little bit. For now, I'm going to use Earthquake just because I think Weasel would faint to a Dragon Claw, but not 100% sure on that. And down you go. Alright, level 51. Tentacruel. You've seen one Tentacruel, you've seen them all, right? Earthquake again. It does feel like it's been a while since we've used like Anna and Wynn and some of the others, so I'm excited to start mixing things up again, but I do want to level up Tom a little bit more first. Obviously we haven't evolved him yet either. Agility, no thank you. I think we're going to be either faster or we're not. Not going to worry about agility. Blah, blah, blah. Don't think he's ready quite yet. It's okay. Just let me float away like Driftwood. That sounds fun actually. Just floating in the current. Right. Oh, I see a shallow area here. And a sailor. Maybe he has some fighting types. Mix things up a bit. I came out here because I wanted to see the Pokemon League for myself. Now I'm a little worried here, because sometimes when there's a lot of trainers outside the Pokemon League, or outside Victory Road, there aren't any trainers in Victory Road. Like I seem to remember, and this is from a long time ago, so I could be wrong, but I seem to remember in Johto, there not being any trainers in Victory Road besides your rival, and there being a lot of trainers before it instead, which is kind of a shame. I really like when Victory Road is long and challenging. Like that's the one thing I think Gen 6 did a really good job with. A lot of it wasn't very challenging, but the Victory Road was a lot of fun. It took a long time too, and there were some pretty cool Pokemon you could encounter. So I did enjoy that a lot. But I don't remember what Sinnoh does. I think Hoenn had a decent Victory Road. Maybe not quite as long as I would like, but decent enough. Oh, and he must have a Gastrodon from the other part of the region. I'll have to use some Lepa Berries after this too. Let's see what Gastrodon wants to do here. Ancient Power, that won't do too much. But let's hope the Gastrodon does not get the stat boost. There's a 10% chance. Nope, no stat boost. So in that case, one more Earthquake should definitely finish it off. And there we go. Machoke, okay. Like I said, I thought he might have a fighting type. Earthquake is still the best way to go here. Probably not a one-hit knockout though. Machoke has pretty good defenses. Whoa, is that a crit? Had to be a crit. Not a crit. Oh, that's surprising. Wonder when we'll see a Machamp. Maybe in Victory Road. That'd be a good one to see. And Alakazam too. We will see at least one of those Pokemon in the Pokemon League, but I won't spoil which. That's what I was going to say a while ago too. I feel like part of the problem with the Sinnoh decks is that there are a lot of baby Pokemon, and for whatever reason they tried to have like all the baby Pokemon in the actual Sinnoh decks, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because like, who wants to train a Bonsly or a I mean maybe Munchlax, but or a Happiny, like, and we really haven't even seen any trainers with Blissey or Chansey, I don't think. So it's kind of a waste of Sinnoh deck space. And it's not like you could say like, well, they're new Pokemon, they want to have them in the decks, because there are a lot of really cool new Pokemon, like Porygon C, Electivire, Magmortar, Dusknoir, Togekiss, Frostlass that are not in the Sinnoh decks. Alright, before we face this next swimmer, let's just do a little bit more healing, and let me grab a Lepa Berry. We'll heal Earthquake and Stone Edge as well. I'll have to use some PowerPoint ups too before I go into the Pokemon League. In fact, let me make a note of that right now, because this will be the last one I do tonight. And then, where's the Carbos? And then I will have some time tomorrow, hopefully, to do stuff like that. Iron. There we go. Alright, that'll increase the speed. Let's increase Tom's speed. There we go. And we'll save those. Only 4 power point ups. We'll save those though. Alright. Someone making it here. I want to look into TMs and held items and PP ups. Okay. Alright, next swimmer. My favorite kind of guy is someone that looks good out on the open sea. Well, I am playing as a female character, so can't help you there. Golda. Alright, we saw Golda not too long ago, and it actually proved to be a bit of a challenge. Let's see if this one is the same. Weather disappeared? Was it even weathering to begin with? I don't think it was. Once again, Earthquake is our strongest move. Now, I would really love if they did like a pack where they added the Battle Frontier to this game. Especially if they added the move tutors, or even just the move tutors would be cool for the time being. But it is currently almost the end of 2021 and they haven't added anything yet or advertised it, so I'm not going to worry about that. If they were like, hey, it's coming next week, then maybe I'd probably worry about it for the post game, but I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath. Did you know I was crowned the champion of a swimsuit contest? So now I'm trying to win a title at a super contest show. Good luck with that. I tried contests, they really weren't for me. If you guys really want to see another contest, let me know. But if I don't really hear anything before I end the Let's Play, I'll probably just not, because just didn't have that much fun with it. At least compared to the regular contests back in Hoenn. And there are plenty of those up in the Alpha Sapphire playlist if you're interested in that. I think at this point, while I'm enjoying the game a lot, I'd rather kind of focus on the main game, and now that we have our teams trained up, I'm excited to use them to face the Pokemon League, Victory Road, our rival, and there's a lot of cool stuff in the post game too. But I don't want to drag this game out too much, because my last Pokemon Let's Plays both got to be like pretty long. I think 84 and 104 episodes respectively. So I wouldn't mind if this one was a little bit shorter than that, and it looks like we're on pace to probably be a little bit shorter. We do have a decent ways to go still, but we'll see. I don't want to like miss anything on big either, but I also don't want to like drag it out and do like things that I would be doing just to waste time or just to for completionist sake. I might do a secret base. I probably won't decorate it too super well, but I have been finding a lot of statues, so it'd be cool to kind of show them off. Okay, I think I did see one more trainer down here, didn't I? I did. No items, but a trainer. The sea around here is harsh. It's made me just as harsh. Well, I hope he's harsh, because he's kind of out here swimming alone, which is probably not very safe. Maybe in shouting distance, but if you were to get in trouble, or stung by a tentacle, say, not sure someone could get to you in time. Alright, well, if we can defeat a Tentacruel, I'm sure we can defeat a Tentacruel, no problem at all. But yeah, well, I'm enjoying this game for sure, and I'm really excited about the stuff that's ahead. Part of me is also like, I have so little time to play video games these days, like an hour or two every night at best, that there's so many cool games I want to play, both Pokemon games and other games, that I wouldn't mind sort of finishing this one up, and then I'll probably see, it'll probably depend on what kind of views Pokemon RCS gets. If it's like rave reviews where it's like awesome and has lots of cool Pokemon you can get, and I'm really excited to play it, I might go ahead and play it again. And if it's really different than this game, which I think it probably will be, especially because it's actually made by the Pokemon Company and not just, or Game Freak rather, and not just like a remake. But I don't know, if it doesn't get good reviews, or if I just don't feel like it, I might play a different non-Pokemon game, because it's been a while, honestly. But we'll see. You guys will have to stay tuned and find out. Oh, this is, I actually don't like these things. It's cool, but it's also really annoying. Tom's energy is overflowing. I'm glad yours is, buddy, because I'm getting a little bit tired here. This will definitely be my last episode tonight. Any cool items here? Just Tom. Tom is a very cool item, but... I swear I hit the left button. Okay, I'm doing it again. I'm hitting the left button, like, my head turns, but the character doesn't actually turn. Alright, well... Never mind. You know what? We're not doing this. I was going to look around and search for things, but... Whatever item it would be, I probably wouldn't need anyway, and it's not worth the trouble. Alright, I think, by the fact that these rocks are narrowing, we might be approaching Victory Road. Gyarados, okay. A cool Pokemon. We haven't seen one of those in a little bit, besides obviously our Gyarados. Now, unlike Lucario, we are not immune to Intimidate, so that might actually make a difference here. The good news is we have Stone Edge and not just Rock Slide, which, assuming it hits, will do a lot of damage. Even after Intimidate. Yeah, that's pretty good. Aqua Tail, that will also do a lot of damage. Nothing Tom can't take, so it's really going to come down to luck here. If we can get lucky and land a Stone Edge... Oh no! Rain Dance, okay. I was hoping we might avoid the second Aqua Tail, but turns out we don't have to. Alright, Tom, you get another chance, and your last chance to use Stone Edge. And it's a hit. Very nice. Oh, also I need to make a note to evolve Electivire off screen, or to evolve Buzz into Electivire, I should say. So I'll find somebody to trade with tomorrow and take care of that. Hopefully tomorrow. I do have some stuff to do during the day tomorrow, but I'm hoping it won't take all day. And here's that waterfall we were warned about, but thankfully we have the HM for waterfall and can teach it to a wild Bibarel. And up we go. Very cool. And a Pokemon Center. I appreciate that. The last Pokemon Center before the Pokemon League. I like seeing our team on screen like that. Pretty cool. It broke me once, but that only adds to my resolve. I guess facing Victory Road. Victory Road. It lives up to that lofty name. Well, let's hope we will have victory over it, and it will not have victory over us. Definitely will be a challenge, but I think our team is up to it. Alright, Tom, you ready for this? And how are our levels doing? Let me just check real quick. Yeah, we're getting there. I might even do like one more level and then switch it up just to break the monotony a bit. But we'll see. Let's use Rock Climb to unclimb this rock, because I see a trainer and an item down there. Sometimes Victory Road will have some really good items, but we'll see. Be warned, mortal. I can see the future. Ooh, Psychic. I wonder if we'll have an Alakazam. I'm going to guess 2 Kadabra and Alakazam, because I don't really know what else they would have. Hunter. That makes sense. Also, did we see a Gengar? I can't remember if Fantina had a Gengar or a Haunter. I think she had a Gengar, but it has been a while. Alright, now Earthquake is super effective, but obviously Haunter has Levitate, or can have Levitate, so we won't use that. So that's actually another good time, another good instance where Dragon Claw or Crunch could be useful, so I am still debating a little bit between Crunch and Flamethrower or Fire Blast, but I'm still thinking Fire Blast. The trouble is we do have a Mind Special Attack Nature, so that kind of leans me more towards Crunch. And hey, look, our first Alakazam! Very cool. Yeah, because that would be, this is another situation where, well, actually I don't like what Crunch, so Crunch would be better, but only by a little bit, and actually with the Soft Sand, no it wouldn't. Earthquake would do more than Shadow Claw, and more than Crunch would as well, if we do Crunch. Yeah, Alakazam, actually I'm surprised we're faster. I wonder if that Carbos made a difference. Because Alakazam is actually really fast, and we're about the same level. So, good job, Tom. And Gengar, okay. So this guy is actually a very powerful opponent. I like that, though. Now, Gengar should not have Levitate, so I should be safe using Earthquake here. Yeah. Pretty sure it has Curse Body. And thankfully, since Earthquake is not a contact move, we will not trigger Curse Body. Although it wouldn't matter, because it would just disable Earthquake, and then the battle would end anyway. A lot of XP from all these powerful trainers. Acrobatics. Oh, who was that from? Let's see. Oh, Win. Okay, so Acrobatics is a really good move. It's 55 base power, but it does 110 base power if the user is not holding an item. So it's a pretty cool move and unique in that regard. But because it's only a coverage move, I wouldn't want to give up a held item that powers one of our stab attacks for a coverage move. So I like Acrobatics as a stab move, like for Hawlucha or Archeops maybe, but I don't like it for a Pokemon like Infernape, who would only use it as a coverage move. Which is a shame, because flying is actually a really good attacking type, but sorry, Win. Alright, what do you know about my future, Mr. Psychic? That I shall become the champion? I hope so. And what is this? Level 48. Tom is evolving. Very cool. into probably my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon, I would say. It's close between Infernape and Garchomp. I think Garchomp takes the edge, though. I do love some Dragon types. And I think also in my top 10 of all-time favorite Pokemon. Garchomp is really cool. And I like that it's really strong like Dragonite, but like a different typing, so it's kind of it has like its own personality, its own character. When it folds up its body and extends its wings, it looks like a jet plane. It flies at sonic speed. Although I don't think it can learn fly. Oh, and it's starting Crunch, okay. So we will learn Crunch, at least for now. I might replace it later with a fire attack. We'll see. I might just keep Crunch too. I'm 50-50 on that one. Alright, very good. And Torment, another TM we are not going to use. Yeah, sometimes there are good TMs here, sometimes they're not. I think a lot of the good TMs we normally find here, like Earthquake, we could find in other places. In this case, Wayward Cave or in the Underground. Okay, so that's all we can see down here. Now, we're in a cave, so I guess we can't actually walk with Tom, right? Ah, it's unfortunate. It'd be cool to see Garchomp flying around behind us, or spreading its arms as if it was flying. Doing the Naruto run, I guess. I think I will keep him up in the lead for a little bit, though, just because it'll be fun to use Garchomp. And then maybe after one more level, I'll switch up to another team member. It'll give him a little more time to catch up to. I keep battling so I can soar ever higher into the skies. Oh, do we use our Lepa Berry on Stone Edge? Not sure if I did or not. Noctowl, I hope we did. Alright, Tom, here we go. Our first battle with Garchomp. And Garchomp is, of course, a pseudo-legendary, so it has very high base stats. As high as some legendaries, actually higher than the Lake Trio would, for example. And we did increase our Stone Edge power points, or maybe they increased because we evolved. Not sure about that. Either way, I am happy, and it's going to be a lot of fun using Tom. Tom has a very high attack stat, I think base 130, which is, I think, our highest. Ooh, we are intimidated. Staraptor is another powerful opponent. But I wonder if Stone Edge might be enough after an Intimidate. From Gabite, I would have said no. From Garchomp, I'm going to say yes. Oh, not quite. We are the same level, so there's that. Endeavor, okay. Very smart attack. That'll do a lot of damage because it brings my health down to match. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Dragon Claw will be enough. It's going to be close. So I'm going to risk another Stone Edge here. If it wasn't for Intimidate, I think Dragon Claw would definitely be enough, but after that Intimidate, I'm just not so sure. Hey, level 49. And Hannah is defeated. It seems I've been grounded. Alright. Let's switch to Win, I think. It's been a while since we've used Win. Even though he is higher level. I wonder if Win, Tori, and Anna have like a higher leveling speed. It kind of seems like it, doesn't it? Full heal. Alright, well, that might come in handy at some point, we'll see. I do have all those berries too, so probably won't matter too much. Any fun hidden items here? Oh, there is a climbing wall. I was thinking, what's the purpose of having that little area there? So it must be a hidden item, but nope. I didn't see the climbing wall. And I see a item over there, but those are not breakable rocks, so we'll have to come back a different way. Another ace trainer here. Show me how you battle to get here. Let's do this. I'm excited, 'cause I like these battles because they tend to be fully evolved and powerful Pokemon. And that's, even if it's an easy battle, like some of these have been, like we have like Lost Pokemon, for example, there's still ones where it's like not just a matter of like defeating them 3 times over. Alright, so facing a water type. I don't know how heavy Golduck is, and I think with our Fist Plate and our Stab bonus, close combat has a good chance of doing more damage, so let's use that. Whereas Grass Knot is just a big unknown. Like it could be like 60 base power based on Golduck's weight, could be 80, just really not sure. It's one thing I like about like Grass Knot and Low Kick is it's hard to calculate the moves. And hey, there's a Blissey I was mentioning last time we hadn't seen one in battle yet. Or a Chansey as far as I can recall. Definitely going to use close combat here. Blissey has a ton of HP and a pretty good special defense, but a weak defense, and it is weak to fighting attacks, being only normal type. It really seems like Blissey and Chansey and Happiny should have gained Fairy type when they introduced it. Like they seem like ideal candidates for that, but For whatever reason they didn't. I'm guessing because look at all the HP too. Wow. Light screen. I'm gonna learn it just because we still have low kick, and I really don't need low kick. I don't think now that we have brick break. So it's very temporary. Probably don't have a chance to use it even, but let's do it. But yeah, I'm guessing it would have made Blissey too powerful in competitive battling if it was fairy type. So that's how you battled. Like Clefable was very powerful, and it has much lower stats than Blissey does. It has pros and cons against Blissey, but I feel like a fairy type Blissey would have been very, very strong. Alright, well, even though we didn't get too much chance to use Win, I do want to keep our levels. Well, he's only 53. Let's do one more battle with Win, and then we'll switch it up a little bit. Alright, before we go up there, Max Elixir. That's sort of like the ultimate Lepa Berry. It restores all your moves, power points at one time. It actually might come in handy for like maybe a catching battle against a wild Pokemon. Once again, time will tell. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a two-parter here. Alright, I think we can use Strength to solve this puzzle, and a Veteran. If there are any trainers that are more powerful than Ace trainers, besides like Gym Leaders and Rivals and Elite Four and all that, it would have to be a Veteran. You, one look at me tells you you're a real contender. Is that a, what was that movie? I think it's a movie reference, but I can't remember which one. Was that Rocky? Sounds familiar, but it's been way too long. Oh, a Rapidash, very cool. I think our rival have a Rapidash, or was his still a Ponyta? Not sure. Alright, like they say, fight fire with fire. Okay, so Stone Edge is super effective. 100 base power times 2 is 200. Close combat is 180 plus the fist plate is another 30, so that will do more damage. Plus it's more accurate. Now it will lower our defense and special defense, but more damage and more accuracy means close combat is the way to go. Nicely done, Win. And even if we had Earthquake, that would be the same math, so goes to show just how powerful close combat is, and one day we'll have Flare Blitz too, which will be really fun, because that is another base 120 power move. And a Rampardos. Alright, Pokemon we haven't seen before. That is the evolved form of, can't remember its name, Granados, the one that Roark had. And it is a rock type, so it is weak to close combat and Grass Knot. It's probably pretty heavy actually. So Grass Knot would probably also be a 1-hit KO, but I'm pretty positive that close combat is, so down you go. So I was talking earlier, a couple episodes ago, about how usually if Pokemon has a very high attack stat, it's also very fast. Rampardos is an exception to that. It has a super high attack stat, but is actually pretty slow. So it really needs to use like Rock Polish or a Choice Scarf or something to make up for that, if it wants to be useful. And Carnivine, a grass type. Not a super strong one though. Let's go with Flamethrower. That's probably going to also be 1-hit KO, but I'm less sure here since Flamethrower is only 90 base power. Yes, it is. Good job, Win. Again, such a cool Pokemon. I love Infernape. This is a really fun team. I think we will get a lot of chances to use them in the post-game, which I'm really excited about, because once they really have all their moves and are fully evolved and everything, that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll use our secondary team a lot too, because there's some cool Pokemon in that one as well. Alright, well, was that a dead end? No, okay. Alright. So, I see. You don't want to hit the right boulder or you'll get stuck, because you can't do anything about it after that point. Unless you reset the puzzle, but there we go. So that left one there is a bit of a red herring. Alright, one more trainer, and I think I'm going to call it a night, and we'll have to come back for Victory Road Part 2. This Turtle Stranger will be a good way to see if I have what it takes to own the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Well, the Elite Four are not easily owned, my friends, so let's see what you got, but only 2 Pokemon? Probably not. You probably need at least 4, I would say. Hey, Clefable! Alright, so now we're starting to see some strong Pokemon, which I like. Now, Clefable is a Fairy type, so close combat will not do much against Clefable. And Clefable was changed to a Fairy type from normal, whereas Wigglytuff was just added the Fairy type, so it's normal and Fairy type. So close combat will not be very effective. Everything else is evenly effective. Flamethrower it is. The good news is, if because Fairy is not very effective against fire types, Clefable's Fairy moves will be evenly effective against Infernape. Hey, and we burned it. That's pretty cool. Now, Clefable can have the ability Magic Guard, which means it doesn't take damage from miscellaneous sources like weather or burns or even, I think, Stealth Rock. But this one apparently does not. I think Unaware is the other one, where it is not affected by stat changes, or at least your opponent's stat. It's not affected by your opponent's stat changes. Because one strategy back in the day was to have a Calm Mind Clefable, where it could Calm Mind up, and a lot of your opponents didn't realize it had that ability. I think I'm sure I trained one at one time, and I think I even used Calm Mind. I didn't have much chance to use it, but I did at least once or twice, which was really fun, because your opponent would just like Dragon Dance all day, or whatever its move was, not realizing that, hey, you know, your stat boosts aren't really going to do anything against Clefable, whereas Clefables will. Clefable is a really good competitive Pokemon. It's also a Pokemon that I really like. Alright, starter versus starter. We have Infernape versus Torterra. Now, they are super effective against each other, because fire is good against grass, but ground is good against fire. I actually really like Torterra's design too. All the starters here, Empoleon ironically is my least favorite starter of these three, but it's still pretty cool. But Infernape's definitely my favorite, with Torterra being a solid number 2. And just like that, Sydney is defeated. Clefable's one of those Pokemon that I don't know if I really liked it back in the old Gen 1 days. Like, it was okay, but I never really thought much about it. It didn't seem that strong. But it does have a really good move pool and decent stats, some good abilities, and now it has Fairy type, which is a really good type. So I might actually train one, and maybe in like Let's Play Eevee if I play that one day. I think that could be a lot of fun. But that will be another day, as will our next episode, because I am tired and I really need to get to bed. So as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the next episode.